Welcome back to Gemstone Podcast, the hottest podcast in the Southern Hemisphere. It is LP. I have Zack with me today. Before we get started, do something for us. Like and share and subscribe to our podcast, man. You can find us on various platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify Anchor, Pandora Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts. You could even find us on YouTube. We're going to be dropping a visual real soon. We're going through the editorial process, cleaning some things up, making it look real nice and fancy for you guys. Then we're going to go ahead and drop that thing on YouTube. Be on the lookout for these reels we're going to be posting. Yeah, we got some reels coming too. All that's going to be on our social media sites, probably both, all three of our personals, in our Gemstone Podcast social media, Instagram as well. I know we got TikTok on the way. If you want to send us fan mail, you can always email us, gemstonepodcast@gmail.com. That's gemstonepodcast@gmail.com. All right, y'all. How y'all doing?
Doing well. Me and my dog, he in here turning flips.
Big Al Sachi.
He's in here turning flips, cutting the rug, being his normal crazy self. How y'all doing tonight?
Well, I'm a little bit pressed, y'all. We got so much stuff going on right now in this world right now. And it just makes me feel some type of way about it. We got people calling us niggers on the street. I said the hard ER, 'cause that's what y'all like to hear, ain't it? We got white people saying nigger in songs. What's going on with this world right now? We got
What you said?
gerrymandering the states now.
Who?
We don't win. I think we talked about this, how our parents was raised in the 60s and 50s, and they saw what the life was then. What is going on where we just regress 50 years in less than 2 years? How we do that?
Yeah, because I told y'all to vote for Kamala, but y'all wouldn't even vote for her.
Baby, she wasn't getting in. We can vote all till we blue in the face.
Yeah.
That red was too strong.
Yeah, but it would have been stronger if y'all voted.
I did vote, and they still didn't do a damn thing.
Well, thank you for your contributions. I'm gonna go on mute.
I voted too.
They didn't do a damn thing. And then they did a damn thing. We got people taking...
Yeah, but you voted against your people.
No, I didn't. I did not vote. Hold on, Zach. I did not vote against my people.
You voted
Don't
against your
start that.
people.
Don't start that tonight, dog. Don't
You
start
voted
that tonight.
against
You voted...
Constitution.
No, Shaw, remember he voted for his people, but he voted for the black man.
Well,
Yeah.
he did. I
He
voted
voted for the
my
black
people.
man, and nobody know his name right now.
I still know him. Dr. Cornell wins. I still know who he is.
And wasn't even on the ballot. I don't even know how you found that. He must have wrote his name in.
He did.
Anyway, back to my vent right
And
now.
there we have it, guys. The problem.
That, whoa.
No. You
Hold
got
on.
time when your stuff come. We're gonna
Man,
let it.
no,
No. It's my turn. Go on mute. We're gonna vent about this. Another thing we're gonna vent about is how American people, when we gonna wake the hell up? Do you realize that Donald Trump lawsuit that just happened with the IRS, which, if you didn't know, it was a lawsuit that Donald Trump Jr., Eric Trump, and the Trump Organization sued the IRS and the U.S. Treasury Department for $10 billion back in 2026 of January. They claimed the agency failed to protect Trump's confidentiality tax information, which was leaked to the media outlets in 2018 to 2020. And the IRS contractor previously pled guilty in connection with the leaks of taxpayer information. So, with that being said, the lawsuit people always thought was about Trump's dispute of how much money he was paying wasn't a dispute about how much money he was paying. It was about the leaking his information, which is a lawful thing to sue somebody about, right? Leaking your information, calling your stuff out to the whole world can see. We would all be pressed about that. We probably sue too. Now, will we get $10 million? I mean, I said the wrong letter. $10 billion? No. And guys, think about this for a moment. He sued the United States government and now the United States government, which is you, that is you listeners, have to pay this man $10 billion. And on top of that, you don't have to worry, him, his family, or his organization does not have to worry about the IRS ever again because they are barred from investigating him again. They are barred from going back on the past and looking at past previous instances. They can no longer do that, all because somebody made a mistake and did some stupid stuff. Go ahead, LP.
I was going to say, and he the president.
And he the president of the United States. And on top of that, Tilly, they got an additional $1.8 billion to go to everybody that he pardoned, like the January 6s that went into a United States building and destroyed the building, had people hostage in there like senators and stuff. Let's break this down. Hold up. How do convicted felons get pardoned and get their life back instead of being enslaved like the Constitution said they supposed to be.
Politics.
Let's really think about that. And then on top of that, once again, American people, speaking of you, you are a part of that 1.8 billion that's going to be possibly sent out to the January Sixers and everybody that Trump is partying. Now, it's not likely that the
Yeah, because he
January
put the
Sixers.
judge in office. The one that
Now, it's not possibility that the January Sixers will get the money because he don't like y'all that much. He still think y'all puppets. Let's be honest. He tells you what he's gonna do when y'all think he won't do it, and he does it, and then you're like, oh, that's not what's gonna happen. He's not gonna raise gas. He just told you on the internet 2 times, 3 times in interviews. I don't care what the American people are facing financially. My main objective is making sure Iran doesn't have nuclear weapons. But yeah, we over here facing $5 gas bills, making life decisions at the pump.
Hold
should
on, hold
should
on,
have
hold on.
should have motherfucker.
Hold on. When it come to the gas, that is just consumers being disrespectful. America's not hurting for no oil. I want people to understand that.
No, we're not.
It is the people who govern the oil being greedy, and they are taking advantage of a situation, which is so wrong.
Do you wanna know why we are not hurting for gas though, LP though?
Go ahead and tell them. I know why.
Oh, we just stole it from a country, remember? When we took their president
Yes, sir.
and we stole all their natural reserves? I mean, it just happened a couple months ago, but I mean, I guess he might have forgot about that man walking in with a Nike tracksuit looking like a YN, but that just happened. So our question is to you, American people. How much do you gotta keep getting clapped before you start to wake up and realize this ain't where I'm supposed to be at on my knees? I'm still a man and a woman. We gotta wake up. So
Somebody.
if this keeps going, ain't no telling where we gonna be at. He already got Man, it's only been a year, or is it 2 years now? It's going on 2 years, ain't it? He's been in office lately? He was 2024, right?
Yeah, it's a little over a year.
Just a little over a year now.
It's only been a year, man. Just think about that. It's only been 1.5 years, and imagine everything that's done happened. I know you done blocked it out because 'cause it's been so much lately, but just take a second to think back from 2024 now, everything they've done. The ICE, airports, gas, Argentina. No, not Argentina. What country was that, LP? Venezuela?
Yeah, that's Venezuela, dog.
Venezuela. Don't let me forget about Cuba.
Zach, it said that he reached a settlement for 1.7 billion.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about, the 1.8 for the anti-weaponization fund.
Yeah.
That's for them January 6s and them people that he defended.
Wait. So it did. So
No,
it's
they're not
all
terrorists. They're people that was from what they said, from his word, they were peaceful protesters.
protesters. He said peaceful protesters. But to make sure that I'm following this correctly, he sued them for the tax, right? And then he sued them for two separate things, right? Or
I don't think the 1.8 was a sue. That was a part of the settlement.
well,
I
how
don't
well how he gonna get a settlement if he didn't sue them for that? I just don't understand that.
because from what it says, this lawsuit has now reportedly been resolved through a settlement. Trump agreed to drop the 10 billion, which I think that's still on the table.
Yeah, it gotta be. That's a lot of money.
They saying he dropped it, but the 10 billion is still on the table.
That's a lot of money. Or 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 it could be, all right, well, we'll let you do something else. Since he's the president, we'll let you do something else and we can recoup your funds that way.
Well, I mean, you still got to remember though, a major part of the settlement was the U.S. government agreed to permanently drop tax claims connected to the Trump family and his family and the Trump organization. Critics argue that it's probably the most extraordinary use of power. You don't have to go back on time, and you can't do anything to him on the future
Yeah,
tense.
yeah.
I can lie on my taxes from here on
Here
out.
on
You
out,
can't
can't do
touch
nothing.
me.
You can't do nothing. Yeah, he basically got immunity for life.
You
His
know what
family,
that means?
his lineage, man. His anybody with
His
that Trump last name is gonna be straight for boy
For for life.
life.
His family and his
Family,
organization
damn,
cannot be touched.
that is a
By
play.
alone, that is more power than anything. That means all the billions that I can got, I want you to come get them. Come
Hey,
get them.
I'm slowly starting to see Trump play. Like way back when. Okay, man. Okay, way back when we had this conversation. This was around when Kamala Harris was running. And he was running, and I was telling Shy like, man, Kamala not gonna get in because the powers that be don't want that. The powers that be are gonna want him. I don't know why, but they're gonna want him. But I believe Trump has been playing. I believe Trump. He may be old, but he ain't stupid.
They're playing chess. He playing amazing
No,
chess.
no, 100%, because everything is starting to line up in a way that I can see where he's gonna have full power and autonomy to kinda do and do what he wants, how he pleases. And I think the first sign when the first time when I figured that I was like, man, Trump got something up his sleeve. I just don't know what it is. When he wasn't staying at the White House, and you the president, and you don't stay at the White House, you stay somewhere else. That lets me know.
You know what got me? Is when he made that fund where countries could join his group for $1 billion. Remember
Oh,
when he did
yeah,
that?
yeah, 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 yeah.
That's
That
when
one
you knew it
too.
was real.
That one too. So I knew I was like, Trump is man, the president again. He got a vendetta against these people because they talk bad about him for
Trump
so
Trump
long.
has been planning and plotting this for decades, since way back when he was working in New York. Well, we don't get into that, but way back when he
Yeah.
was involved in all that stuff back in the 70s, 80s, this man has been plotting and planning on all the things he would do when he got a shot.
Sure, I think it go back to his friendship with the Russian president.
I mean, is that a friendship? We'll be honest. When the last time you heard him and Putin even talking, or Putin even talking?
They're not gonna say Putin name ever again because when Putin was over there blowing up hospitals and stuff, and they was like, "Hey, the U.S. and other countries and I think the United Nations, they said something to Putin, and Putin said, "Man, I got these church original files. Y'all say something again to me, I'm a blast it to the world." If you notice, ever since he said that, they have never mentioned him again. So we don't know if they talk. They probably do talk because him and Putin seemed like they had a really good relationship. The Russian president seemed like they really had a really good relationship.
Good as that Israel connection though.
No, oh no, but they ain't mentioned Putin ever again, and I don't believe they will. Because he did what he wanted to do. He went over there. He stole them artifacts from the church over there. That was I think it was Israel when they went over there. He invaded Israel. Israel stole all them church artifacts, the original, like he stole a boatload of original documents.
Yeah, because he wanted to ha in America's face that all of those artifacts had big noses and black features.
That was just some of the images. He stole like some literature too. That's in Hebrew from what was depicted in the article, but they said no one can see it. Someone from Israel who worked in that particular church was saying that it was like they had that place guarded by high military due to the Russian military going over blowing up everything. They was able to take it. So now he has it, and he every time they bring it to start to mess with him, he threatened, "Hey man, y'all got one more time. I'm gonna release these documents. Keep on. I'm gonna let the whole world see everything." And they leave him alone. They have never mentioned him ever again since the last time he said it, and he gave everybody just a glimpse of some of the pictures. They left that man alone. If y'all pay attention,
It's
they've
funny
never
we
said
never
anything.
joined that war either, because we like joining wars. We never touched that one, did we?
I'm telling you, he said anybody coming here over here and intervene, I'm letting these documents loose. He said it. He did a whole video on it too. He said it. That's what they ain't putting out in the media. They ain't putting that out there.
They can't put it out there though, LP. You gotta think about it. Because what would people do if they found out that everything they was told was a lie?
I'm just saying. Hey man, whatever. Just give me one page. I'm probably sure I'm gonna want to read more, but just give me one page, and it could be the page that just one page, man. Cause whatever he stole from over there in Israel was highly guarded. You got to think about like the what is it called is it called the Vatican over there where they have the Pope? Am I saying that right?
Say it again, LP. What was it?
I think it's the Vatican. Am I saying that right? Where they have the Pope and the
Yeah, that's what it is.
okay. It's stated that they have a high class military too. That they have advanced weaponry that comes out the roof and comes out the side pillars. It's heavily guarded. They have underground safes to hide.
Yeah, it's like the White House.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's heavily guarded. Like they got private security. Da, da, da. The same thing was in Israel. Whatever these documents that they had because they're linked to the Vatican some type of way. When he was bombing all them places, I guess he bombed enough around whatever they had that guarded at, and he stole everything. And so every since then, when they would say, "Hey man," because the United Nations, the U.S., and I believe we're Israel. I believe we're allies to Israel, if I'm not mistaken. I believe the U.S. is allies to Israel, and
You mean you believe? You don't know we allies of Israel, boy?
I know we are, but I'm just saying I don't know. So much stuff changed with this man
Ain't
in
nothing
office.
changed on that.
With this man in
Ain't
office.
nothing
Hey,
changed on that.
so,
That's one of our biggest allies somehow.
but
That's just
you notice we don't even provide them with resources no more. Because when he made that threat, he was like, "Man, if anybody gets involved in this, I am
About
going
Romania? Not
out
Romania.
Israel."
What do you mean we don't provide them resources? We over there giving them our military right now.
But we don't get involved like we would. Like we give, like, well, I shouldn't say resources. That's incorrect word.
We
Sorry.
just gave them 40 billion.
Yeah, we don't get involved. Like we kind of feed them with a low handle spoon, if that makes sense.
You lost me on that one because I ain't seeing it because we just gave them 40 billion, and we still
But
states still give them money. There's states in America that still send money to Israel.
so when I'm saying like a long handle spoon, think of it like a daddy. Like I take care of my kids, but I'm not involved with my kids. I send y'all money, I send y'all clothes, but you don't see me.
I hear what you're saying.
You get
So
what I'm saying?
I don't agree with it. I feel like we're deeply involved with them as an
You feel
ally.
like it? Oh, all right, well.
I feel like they're our strongest ally, which I don't understand how they became our strongest ally, but I feel like they are our strongest ally. That is why we're over there fighting Iran with them right now.
I think they became our strongest ally when the Epstein stuff came out, 'cause I believe Epstein was a private spy for Israel, honestly. That's what I feel like he blackmailed every world leader in the world, and he was a private spy for Israel.
I
That's
mean,
how I feel.
through some of the documents,
Mhm.
hey,
That's how I feel.
through
But
the
I could be
documents,
wrong. I could be wrong. Now we kinda getting off track.
we could be, but yeah, I haven't seen that been proved wrong yet.
Just saying.
Y'all see Giselle trying to get out. Giselle Maxwell.
Get out of jail?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I never realized who her daddy really was, and that is really deep right there,
Yeah.
because
So
he gave us all our books.
Mhm.
exactly. So she had no reason to be doing what she doing.
But it makes you think though. That's like everything that they were doing, it was tied in some type of social capital control in some type of aspect. Cause you don't think that daddy was involved with them some type of way?
Hey man, I heard he was one of the this is what I'm looking for.
Hypothetical. Hypothetical.
Hypothetical that he was supposedly a agent with Israel, and he got out of it by giving up some deal or some secrets to the US or whatever, and that's how he was able to stay in the US and everything like that.
I believe it. That's what I'm saying. I think Epstein was a spy for Israel. His role was to blackmail world leaders in some type of capacity to do whatever that they do over there in Israel. I don't know what it is. I'm not trying to go in a rabbit hole and just uncover that in my web browser at all. But I
I
definitely
definitely have
believe
for a little bit.
I definitely believe that he was a spy for Israel. I don't think he's dead.
Like Tupac, the Roman.
Yeah, but probably a little bit better than Tupac. I believe they faked everything for him.
I wouldn't put it past him, in my
He got
opinion, because
too
I
much
mean,
power, too much influence.
I think Maxwell just had to sit down because somebody had to sit down.
Yeah, I agree.
Somebody gotta take this big. We can't let everybody go. Somebody gotta take this big, so
The A.
and it ain't like she doing a bad bid because she in a
Yeah.
nice cozy spot. She ain't in no with no hard criminals. She in there with the white collar criminals, so she
Yeah, she
really
not an
nice.
Alcatraz. It ain't like she an Alcatraz.
Should have stuck her ass over there, but hey, that's neither here or there. But
Yeah, but no. But I see what Trump is doing though. Trump is running a play, man, and he and how they're redistricting everything right now.
that's horrible.
Like, Trump is like, man, Trump is letting these fools dig their own grave in so many ways because they're gonna redistrict everything. They're gonna fight each other to the death. It's gonna become like civil war. Which I said this. I said he's gonna let it's gonna be civil. It's gonna be war on American soil, but it's not gonna be with some outsider. It's gonna be with the internal government. The government gonna be going to war with each other.
Yeah, I can see it. It is really gonna be a turning point in 2028 re-elections,
Yes.
and it's gonna
Yep.
be a decision of who is the next president or who stays in presidency since they still fighting on that because they like, "Oh, Trump can run a 3rd president. Why can't he?" Like, wait a minute, it's in the Constitution. The
But
Constitution's right.
but
Huh?
remember, we discovered that they can actually do that. They call that specific order to change or that whatever. I forgot. We gotta go look at.
Martial law, I think it is.
Yeah, but it was like a specific thing.
I
I
think we have to
forgot
be
what
at
it
war
was.
because that's what Teddy did, wasn't it?
Not yeah, but we at war now.
So we have to be at war in some type of situation like that, I think. I'm
Yeah,
correct.
yeah. Well, they changed it from to 2 terms. It was a no a convention, something convention where different parties from different they come and they do a vote, and then the Congress decides based off the vote if they can change the things in the Constitution, which is it's doable. But I see the play he doing. I said it, man. I said a long time ago. I said, "Hey, he coming in for vengeance." They did him dirty the first time. Then tried to impeach the man. They put the man records out there that said the man had secrets in his bathtub, and he was sitting there naked with government secrets all over his bathroom floor. They made him look so bad, and for him, he's an older white male who is used to being in a position of power and used to just doing whatever he wants. So to him, he's like, "How dare they treat me?" He probably like, "How dare they treat me like that? I got something for them when I get back in office. I'm going to get back in office." He did.
Do you think he can vote or he will vote?
Trump for what?
I mean, because he is a convicted felon and felons can't vote. So it's like,
Man, they probably gonna drop out his charges because he gonna win the lawsuit.
oh, he just settled. So that's not a win. Well, I mean, it is a win, but
Yeah, it's a win. If somebody settled with you, it's because they don't want to take it there. They know where it's gonna go. He settled. They chose to settle with him, so they knew. Okay, he got us, but he got us. Yeah,
crazy too, bro.
1.8 billion though. And America already in debt, gazillions of dollars in debt.
You ever wonder that? How we in so much debt, but we still sending money to other countries?
Dude, it's a money game.
We just print money.
Yeah, it's a money game. We in debt to ourselves, or are we? Or
Oh,
are we?
yeah, I just had a
Uh,
little vent, I just wanted to make sure we
Scamica.
talk on that. We thought about that because it's been getting more and more constantly insane as the months been going on. We had that Chud, the builder dude in Tennessee, now facing life in prison for antagonizing people. Trump doing crazy things. America been getting real wild. I mean, it's always been wild, right?
So it says that America owes money to both domestic holders and foreign country in the entities through U.S. Treasury securities, bills, notes, and bonds.
Yeah.
As of 2026, the U.S. national debt is over $36 trillion. The majority is owed internally within the U.S., not primarily to foreign governments. Biggest holders in the U.S. government: American investors, pension funds, mutual funds, banks, insurance companies, and Federal Reserves. Government trust funds like Social Security. This makes up the largest portion of the U.S. debt. Foreign countries who's holding America hostage due to debt or accountable due to their debt. Japan is number one. China's number two, United Kingdom's number three, Luxembourg is number four, and Canada, our good neighbor, is number five. And it says people often say America owes China. That is not true.
Here's something I asked Chat just to ask the question because it's always wondering like how long would it actually take us to pay off our debt? If
That's
we
boy,
if we
we be dead.
use 500 billion per year to pay off our debt, take us 78 years to pay off 39 trillion. 500 billion ain't no small amount of money.
Somebody wrote an article said, who really owns America? That's a good question. If you got all these countries that they in debt to, and then you in debt to domestic U.S. holders, which I've always said, hey man, this go and
Who
man, this
own
shit.
America?
This goes back. This goes back to when we had the gentleman on when we was talking about political hidden agendas. And we was talking about people behind the scene that control that kind of control how things go out. Now, if it says majority of the portions of the money that's owed is by U.S. domestic holders, like American investors who is not unnamed, and then pension funds. I guess pension funds have to be poured into by some type of not foreign, but some type of domestic franchise or investment, then mutual funds and banks. So that means some of these people that sits on the top of these full profit boards and chair some of these boards around the nation, they the ones who call the shots.
Y'all remember the show Scandal?
So realistically, like Trump is, he the president, but he got to have phone calls with whoever these American investor is and these mutual fund individuals are when it comes to really making real big decisions. And I've always said insurance companies are a scam. Car insurance and the medical insurance, it's a scam because you pay all this money for something, then you get into a car wreck.
Then you gotta pay a deductible just to get
You
to the shit.
gotta fight tooth and nail to get you.
It's all of us.
Somebody can hit your stuff. You ain't even in there. You
Don't let you get in the wreck and go to the hospital, nigga. It's World War III in that mug.
What? And so it's what? And then you got medical insurance. You gotta pay to I gotta pay to be healthy. But most countries have global Medicare.
You gotta pay to get in the dose, sir.
You talking about so I'm sick because it's cold outside where I live. I got the flu or I got a cold. I gotta pay you to come get help. But we all live here.
Yep. You gotta pay for school, education. We were just coming today at work
Yeah.
about how expensive education is. and how they are cutting back on the Pell Grant and some of the other funding. So it's gonna be a lot of more people.
They cutting back on the Pell Grant?
Yeah, they cutting some of the funds is being cut down a little bit. A lot of the students at the school I work for, some of these people pay out of pocket. Like they paying as they go because some of the loans, the Pell Grant, so forth, is not covering the full tuition.
I mean, the Pell Grant never paid the full tuition, but it helped. Helped tremendously.
Well, then again, it could pay the full tuition. Like if you wasn't only taking like maybe I know when I was in college, I was getting loans just for extra because my classes was like I don't even remember how much it was, but I know my Pell was like 2,500 a semester or something like that, and that covered like 3 classes. So technically, it could cover like a few classes, depending on how much the classes are. I know the institution that I work at is very expensive. It's for profit, so they are having to pay, like a lot of them are having to pay out of pocket, get on payment plans and so forth.
You don't get the maximum for 12 credit hours no more. They're saying you gotta do 15 credit hours to get the full maximum Pell Grant now.
That's crazy work. That's man.
And if you do less than halftime, you're basically eliminated. That's sick. That is sick. I didn't
And
know.
then you don't get the programs that were like nursing and other degree plans that are no longer professional degrees. You get less for that too. Look it up. Nursing, if you're getting like a BSN or a ADN or nurse practitioner or whatever, or even a doctorate in nursing, you're getting less money because it's no longer a professional degree. But it's all good in the hood because these same people that made these degrees no longer professional and did all this, they're gonna need these same nurses to wipe they funky white asses when it's time. They gonna need these same nurses to help say they funky white asses when it's time. God don't sleep. God don't sleep. You will be held accountable. Either here in this life or in the next one. Your funky ham cheese smelling white ass will be held accountable, bitch. So you think you got away with it, but no, you will be held accountable.
You said ham cheese,
Ham and cheese, funky asses,
man. Why you do it,
powder
man?
booty ass. You will be held accountable.
Hey, that
You
struck
say
a nerve.
powder boogie?
Powder
She,
booty.
she said powder. Like baby powder. Like when they get their booty white. Like they put
Powder,
baby.
baby powder booty, funky ass. Trump with his ass looks so stunky. I know he got a light bone. That booty look. His hands. Ooh, but he 80-something-year-old man. Like something is definitely not right. Them hands, that booty, that little
Okay.
walk. Yeah.
So what I found out for the nursing Pell Grants not directly being cut just because it's nursing. Graduate nursing loans, yes, affected because nursing is not being treated as a professional degree for higher loan caps now.
Yeah, that's what we was talking about today in class. Not in class, today because that's what this girl was telling us. That it's changing and stuff. And I was like, this is craziness. Like, do you not know that these same people are needed to help you?
So you can't go get like an MBA with it then basically and get your Pell Grant for that. That's what they saying basically
Well,
then?
well, the money is gonna be cut down. They're not eliminating it, but you just not gonna get the full that you used to get because it's not like a professional degree. So anybody out there that's in school that's a part of this non-professional degree list, and yeah, I think another one they said too is considered non-professional no more. Or
Nursing,
something
physical
else.
therapy, occupational therapy, social work, dental hygiene, accounting, and education.
Exactly. So y'all watch out because these people doing them
So
shades.
the things that are foundational, care, education. So yeah, so they're essential things.
Let me verify this
Mhm.
too. This says degrees/programs reportedly excluded from the higher professional degree loan category include. So it's talking about the loan.
Yeah, so they want to give you less loan money. Like basically,
Well,
they
well,
want you to
y'all,
pay.
y'all know that the current administration actually went after the Department of Education surrounding this topic right here.
Mhm.
They went after them. Anybody who don't know this, if you wondering why you ain't got a bill for your student loans, is because they can't pay it. It's because everything is frozen because of the current administration that's in office went after them and sued them because Department of
Oh,
Education.
really?
Well, no, the Department of Education was wrong for what they did. I will say that. Some of the things they did do was kind of out of pocket. They were taking the loans that they had, and to get more money, they were selling the loans to a private equity group.
And them same groups are the people that's calling you and harassing you every
Yep.
single day
Yes.
behind their money and
Yes.
calling you and say, "Shane, don't hang the phone out. Don't
But
hang
that
no more."
but
Like
but that
that
was
is
wrong. But that was wrong
yeah,
of them, man. They shouldn't have did that.
true.
And
Cause
when
they
they
should have
did,
their own people in
yeah,
place
they
to
should have had their
contact
own
you.
people. But they miss it. But they kind of misappropriated the funds a little bit. But when they did, they gave this administration leverage to do what's being done now. So now we see where the Department of Education don't really have true jurisdiction over the finances when it comes to trying to obtain or get an education no more. It's going to be heavily political influence now because they they got greedy. They shouldn't have done that though.
Yeah, that's why they got rid of that SAVE Act and everything else that was helping people pay off they stuff a little easier, where it wasn't so much
Mhm.
pressure on you. Now
Yeah.
you have to go reapply for that stuff again.
Yeah, and you gonna get denied. You gonna reapply and get denied, but they ain't doing it. On the only thing that they left in place is if you work for a nonprofit. After so long, they will forgive your, student loans. They left that in place, and they also left in place if, like, you're
For the
a
government.
yeah, if you're a medical professional, you got, like, a medical degree, physician, whatever it is, you went to medical school. If you work for a federal qualified health center for so long, they will pay off your entire or forgive your entire student loan debt because they take it as you giving back to the community because
Yeah,
you're
and the
going to
forgiveness
the program.
program, if you
Yeah,
work for the government, yeah, you work for the even if you work for the county, you getting the forgiveness plan government work a certain amount of time,
10 years.
like a certain amount of
yeah,
payments, and you get it back. I know one of my friends, he on the plan where I think he has to make 65 payments and the rest is forgiven.
yeah.
65 payments is a lot of payments though.
That's it, a lot of payment 'cause
True.
I know I've been in nonprofit work for over a decade now, and they
That's 5 years of
mine.
payments.
Yeah, I'm forgiving now, but that's out of pocket though.
I know this got a little bit off track, but that's how we do sometimes. We get a little bit
No. But but but
Ew.
but but nah, but it's, I don't think it's off track though, Z, because you gotta think. I still think it's in like the willpower of Trump's overarching plan.
Mhm.
He wanted to wreak havoc on these folks, and he's doing it. And like I was always saying, it's not the people he's after. It's not us. It's these people in
It's
positions of power that's in the government. It's the
it's
like
all
the
the cool kids that
yeah.
would not let him eat lunch with them. He
Well,
paying them back.
it might be it's the governors, it's the individuals who are the head of the FBI, the head of the DOJ, the DOC. It's all these individuals, the person who's over Boeing, over these airplanes, all these individuals who are over major things or major essential needs or big financial corporations in this country. That's who he's going after. He I wouldn't be surprised if some of these American investors or funders they on his hit list.
Mm.
Cause some of the things he hitting, I know it impact their pockets. I know
Yeah, he
the
definitely got
Department
a
of
vent.
oh, for sure. I know for a fact the Department of Education hitting them like he did. It hit some investors. It hit some board members for sure. Old boy that was over Blue Cross Blue Shield, what happened to him? Yeah, that hit some pockets
He
for
lost a
sure.
lot of companies, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
he lost Texas, didn't he?
What?
Yeah, he lost Texas, yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, it may look like that because gas prices high as hell, food high, everything bad, but it's because he's hitting these people who have this influence and it's trickling down, and he's hitting them, and now they're like, man, we gotta get man. Hey, man, I thought y'all said he was gonna act right this time. Y'all said if we put him back in the big house, he was gonna act right. Y'all now y'all done had an interview with him, y'all vetted him, and y'all got JD. I thought JD Vance was gonna keep him in line. But
JD,
that's what they over there doing. I'm
He
telling you,
JD
fumbled.
they
Vance with
over
his
there
mascara
confused.
on.
They over there confused, and he probably got a couple people he real tight with in the Republican Party, and they going back over a wreaking habit. Oh, tell them this, we gonna do on the red side, and now red and blue going to war like the investors or whoever these people that have this major financial influence. Hey man, y'all quit talking so we can talk. No, no man, can't. We ain't trying to hear what you got to say. He over here doing this, he over there doing that. We got to get this policy in. Like it's so much chaos, it's so much noise. Trump know what he doing, and then this war just another way. Well, we're gonna mess with Iran for what? not. And I really think that's a play, honestly.
Yeah, it is. I mean, because we had no reason being over there.
Don't act like Iran ain't got nothing to benefit off this. That's all I'ma say.
Yeah, what do you mean? Everybody got something to benefit. They locked up a whole strait. You know how much people hurting because of
Mhm.
that?
Mhm.
That's straight alone. I think since they said supply with 40% of the world oil.
Don't think they got nothing to benefit for this. So if and who's the main purchaser of their oil? It's
Mhm.
two of our main people who we owe money to. The top two at that.
I know.
Japan and China. So if they can't use the fuel to power their cities, to power their thing, y'all better, hey,
Ain't it funny
that's
how we owe Japan after we bombed them?
what? Hey, y'all better, man.
That's like karma coming back full circle on your ass.
We gonna bomb y'all, man. Hey, man, we need some. Hey, I know I stole that at your kitchen.
It's definitely karma full
No,
circle. The
I know
ancestors of
I know
paramount.
it.
Hey, look. I know I slapped you, but man, I ain't really
I ain't
mean it.
mean it. I ain't mean it, man. I broke into your house and stole your refrigerator. I give it back. Give it back.
I'm just hungry, man. You know, I'm just hungry. I'm just hungry. Can you
I
help a
was just
brother out?
struggling. I was just struggling.
I ain't really want no problems with you, boss man. But you know, shit, I was hungry. If I had to do what I had to do, I'll give it back to you. Crazy.
So
How you owe them money? That's got to be the last people we owe money to. But yeah, that was my little vent I had for y'all guys, man. I didn't want to. It was it's just been puzzling me lately, just seeing how insane our states around us are getting. Our state of Texas, our country, our politicals. Like, it just, what are we doing? It's like we hear it, but we ain't doing nothing about it. We just sitting here watching it.
it's deep. And what's crazy is when we had these conversations, and those who listen to us, we've had these conversations when it comes to politics all the time. So if you're new to the channel or new to the podcast, go back and binge listen to some of our segments where we get on politics. The one thing we always do, we had these conversations, we slowly discover the true play that's being done. You know what I'm saying? Like we had this roundtable conversation, and now we've kind of debunked Trump's agenda. But we've said this for almost over a year now. But now we seeing everything we talked about actually come to fruition. We're actually seeing it. We seeing this, man. This is crazy. And if
Yeah.
people really pay attention in our country, every other country is slowly turning against us. If we really pay attention, every country is slowly banding together and turning against us. America is no longer the superpower we used to be.
Speaking of that, I saw
Yeah,
this post. Yeah, we used to be the promised land, not remote. I saw this post from some Canadians, and it was a beaver with the Canadian flag, and it was Donald Trump. It was a character. What's it called? Caricature version of him, and a beaver was beating him. And on the comment, it said, "Get out of my country business."
yeah.
We trying to find it. I hope I can go back on Facebook.
But that's the thing, though. America is no longer the superpower, man, and people got to pay attention to that. We're no longer the superpower, and these other countries are banding together and really aligning their forces. And who's to say that they're not making a plot against us now? Because we've done so much, man.
I would disagree and say we was a power. I think at one point in time we had this technological boom where we was a power. But I think we just always been bullies because we have more money in our war chest than you had in your war chest to
Yeah.
fight us. So if you test us, we gonna come back. Because there's only
No.
been one country that really like fought back with us, and that was Russia. And that wasn't even a fight; that was just a Cold War.
And we always been ruthless too, though. All the way since our inception. We've been ruthless, we've been thieves,
But
we've been, taking from other people. So it might be time to change.
but okay, I get what y'all saying when it comes to that, but I'm looking at it from an aspect of now other countries who have the same type of influence the America has. Other countries that have the same type of influence and some type of advanced weaponry that America has is now starting to like, all right, let's get a little click together because they playing. Like we've always kind of bullied people or countries we know we gonna beat up. Like, they might can fight. We might lose some troops, but deep down they know they ain't no match for us because by the numbers and by the advanced weaponry we got. But now it comes to the aspect where now we have equal playing ground where individuals or individual countries are now turning on us who have almost the same or not better advanced weaponry than we have. It may have more numbers or may have just about the same. So that's what my outlook on it is like, man, this is people really paying attention. It ain't like it used to be back in the day. You got other big countries that's big just like us. They got money just like us, or probably got more money. And some of their money is is a higher currency than ours too, which means, yeah, they starting to look over like, who they talking to?
I
They
mean,
can't be talking to us.
the only thing that they can do to America though is I don't think they can let me figure out the words to say this. I don't believe most people will attack America because well, I'll say it like this. They will not put soldiers in America on land. They will
You think
bomb
so?
you. I don't think so. Most countries will not put soldiers on American land because there's too many damn guns you have to worry about. It's not the military you have to worry about, you have to worry about the whole country.
Right, the barrels.
Exactly. It makes
Mhm.
putting soldiers on the ground a lot more
'Cause
difficult.
Billy Bob and them ready to go to war. He comes to America.
Know what I'm saying? It makes putting people on the ground a lot more difficult, but it's not that much more difficult. I mean, we still got our Iron Dome we call, but it's just a lot harder. But the way they can hurt us is by cutting us off from things that we've always been involved in.
Yeah. I,
And that hurts
I
our pocket. They gonna
I
hurt our
don't
pocket
know.
before they hurt
I
us.
don't know, Zach, if they would. I don't know if nobody would ever not want to put troops on American soil. I think somebody would be bold enough to try it. But like Shy said, Billy Bob them been waiting for somebody to come over here. I got my pickup drip and
Shit.
my shotgun
Hey,
ready.
hold up. You
But
think Billy
somebody
Bob, you
ready.
think Tyrone and them don't wanna play too?
Yeah, but I think somebody might be take the risk of doing it. But on the other end, I think what America get hit with mostly it's just going to be technological warfare and biological warfare. That's what it's going to be. I don't really think that America get hit with like physical bombs or physical because if they bomb us, they know we're gonna respond back. So it's gonna be this a war of bombs until whoever's gone, or the world's gone because of the type of bombs each these we have and they have, and yeah. So I don't know. I don't think that'll happen, but I do think they'll do technological and biological, where they may just do something where they just jam our entire frequencies where TVs and Wi-Fi just don't work for a month at a time or something like that,
Mm,
which the world will go crazy. The world will know. I mean, if that happened, the U.S. United States of America citizens would go nuts because half to everything we do requires technology. Here, we spend money with technology. You using your phone and you tapping your card. I can't remember the last time I touched a physical dollar bill.
I can't say that one, brother. I touch my dollar bills. I gotta have me a little bit of cash on me. Never know when something go wrong. I like to be like our ancestors. Keep a little bit of that underneath the mattress for.
Yeah, but
Who gonna save America?
but I can't remember the last time I had. I think I got. Well, I had a couple of seniors on me the other day.
Hey, big baller. Big baller shot
Nah,
caller.
that's not big ball.
Big
That's kids, cause
baller.
it's kids be in my pockets. That's the last time I really don't have physical money. So I think that's how they do us, or they do biological. What do we like to do? We like to be outside. We like to be in the wind. We like to go to baseball games, football games, basketball. All right, send a disease over there. Let's wipe them out. What I think
COVID.
happened. That's what I think happened.
COVID.
But yeah, this was a good topic, dog. It was a good topic, man. You did good. You did good, my friend. You did good.
Actually, before we let this go, if you have any ideas or you have any thoughts, please email us so we can bring these emails to the podcast or these thoughts to the podcast, and we can have more interaction with y'all. So please reach out to us on all our social media platforms and our Gmail. Continue, my brother.
Appreciate y'all, man. It's been a pleasure.
Tell me
Appreciate
what.
y'all. And I want to say thank you to all the listeners who have been supporting us. We do this because we enjoy it. And also because we want to make some money too. Nothing wrong with making some money and enjoying it. So I appreciate everyone for listening. Appreciate everyone for taking time off. And yeah, y'all have a great Memorial Day weekend. Be safe. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your family. And hit us on our line. Hit us on the email, in the DMs. And let us know about the episode. You're gonna be a guest on the show, which I do have a potential guest that
Mm,
might be joining us. She is actually a doctor of psychology.
okay.
And she's also a millennium. She's 32 years old, doctor of psychology. So yeah, potentially I might have someone come on the show. And we're gonna see what she think about Dr. Brown.
But how else
All
can they
right.
reach out to us if they want to
That's
get on the show, though,
good.
Sha?
That's good.
They can reach us on our social media platforms. You can email us or you can hit the DM. Or you can hit us when I come on the show. You got a topic, you want to send fan mail. We are available. Hit us, email us. Talk to y'all soon.
Once again, that email is gemstonespodcast@gmail.com. That's gemstonespodcast@gmail.com. Social media handles are Gemstones Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. Reach out to us. We're going to have shorts and reels on there soon. Also, if you want to reach out to us, follow us on YouTube. You can find us at at Gemstones Podcast. Always look for the little green logo.
Peace.